So welcome everybody. Good to see you. Let's take those cleansing breaths to transition from your busy lives to here in the sacred space that you've created at home or in the yoga studio. So breathing in through the nose and out through an open mouth, starting with eyes open. So as you come to present moment, just look around and notice 3 things you hadn't seen before in your space or hadn't noticed recently. Identify them to yourself. I'm here, I'm present, I'm seeing these things. And 3 things that you can hear in this space, my voice. Can you hear? Did you forget your hearing aids? That's the worst. I'll try to speak a little louder, so let me know. Just give me a wave if you can't hear me, okay? She's in a tunnel. And then 3 things that you can feel in your body. Your sitting bones resting on the earth, the temperature of the air on your skin, just the way the clothes are resting on your body. Here in present moment, we're safe, we're connected to this earth. And then just invite the eyes to gently close as we stroll through the inner landscape of our body. Just noticing who and how we are today in this present moment. In this moment, it's all we have, for sure. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Notice how the body feels from the inside out. Make little promises to yourself that you notice, first of all, be aware of how the body is speaking to you, and then honorably obey what it's seeking from you. Letting go of the ego, not pushing through pain, just staying connected with your body. Notice where in your body you're breathing from the most. What part of your chest or ribs. So as you breathe in and sense that air moving into the nose, where do you feel the part of the body rise and fall the most? That just gives you a little snapshot, more information. If you're breathing from that upper chest more rapidly, you're still in that fight or flight, that sympathetic mode. So see if you can't maybe just take a little deeper breath in, slower breath out. Taking that breath from the side ribs, inviting those side ribs to expand, the belly will pooch out. And then just softening, letting everything go. Letting go with you what won't serve in your practice today. Slowing it down even more, breathing in. I know that I am breathing in. Breathing out. I know that I am breathing out. See if it's possible to pause on the top of the breath or the bottom of the breath, whatever feels more natural and comfortable for you. Today I offer you a little vignette from Ram Dass. In these times of challenge, sometimes easy to be harsh on yourself or others. I'm not doing enough of this, or she's not doing enough of this. So just take a stroll through your past week and notice if there were times where you may have been judging either yourself or other people in a negative way that was not constructive and life affirming for you. He says, when you go into the woods and you look at the trees, you see all these different trees. Some of them are bent, some of them are straight, some of them are evergreen, and some of them are whatever. And you look at the tree and you allow it. You see why it is the way it is. You sort of understand that it didn't get enough light, and so it turned that way. You don't get all emotional about it. You just allow it. You appreciate the tree. But The minute you get near humans, you lose all that. You're saying, you are to this, or I am to this. That judgment mind comes in. And so I practice turning people into trees, which means appreciating them just the way they are. Bringing your hands over your heart, palm over palm. Offering yourself that breath of kindness, of compassion. Breathing in, I am loved. I am lovable. I am loving. I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. Starting with yourself first. So then you can expand that kindness out to this world who's so in desperate need of loving kindness. Let's chant the sound of Om together as we unite our voices under this beautiful sky today. So if you'd like to join me, when you're ready, exhale fully. Inhale. Om. 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 Bow your head to your beautiful heart and lower your hands down to your thighs. And gently blink your eyes open. And let's extend those legs out. Oh, stretch them out. Give the knees a little rub if they need it. Oh. And take them out as wide as the mat and lean back on your hands. And from the top of your leg bone, just rock those legs side to side, little motion in the hips. Start to just assess what's going on with the body today. Notice anything about the toes, the ankles, the knees, the hips. Make some circles with your ankles. Yeah, one's a little tight. Yep, go the other direction. Warming them up, twinkle the toes. And then come to a seat that's comfortable for yourself. That could be in diamond posture. It could be keeping the legs extended. It may be supporting the thighs with some blocks, whatever it is that you need to be long and tall out of your spine. Press the hands into your thighs to lengthen your spine. Roll the shoulders back with that chin parallel to the earth. Just gently turn your head over your right shoulder. Let your eyeballs keep looking over. Get a little movement in the neck. Take a breath in. And then keep your eyes open. Take a look at your Sangha as you turn your head over the other direction. We're all connected here. Look over your shoulder. Good. And back to center again. Let's take those left fingertips out to the side. Lower the chin in the direction of the chest as if there's a golden egg under your chin. So we're finding length in the back of the neck and reaching with the crown of the head. You're going to take your chin and trace your right collarbone. So your right ear is now hovering over your right shoulder. Press your left fingertips into the earth and then walk them another 1/4 inch further. So you find that wonderful stretch all the way down from earlobe to shoulder, shoulder to fingertips. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just let burdens trickle down into a puddle by your fingertips. Easier said than done, but what's one little thing that you could possibly think about letting go of today? One little judgment piece about yourself. Instead of I am too negative, I am working toward positive. And then bring that hand back to your thigh. Rest your let your right hand on the side of your head and let all the weight of your head rest in your hand. And then use the strength of your hand to lift your head back up to take all the strain out of your neck. Oh, that's the magic of that. Wobble the head, put it back on your shoulders, and then walk those right fingertips out to the side. Lengthen the spine, chin towards the chest, sweep it as you follow that left collarbone, left ear over left shoulder. Walk the fingertips out just another 1/4 inch. Take a breath in and soften, release, let go. It's something that you may be judging somebody else on that's possible, just to see if there's a way to reframe that they are who they are. Well, that's a hard one. And bring your hand back to your leg and sweep the chin back towards the chest and lift the head up and roll those shoulders out. Good. All right, take your arms and give yourself a big hug. Soften your shoulders down and then gently twist towards the left as you look over your right shoulder. Start to warm up the spine and come back to center, go the other direction. Remember which arm is on top, because we're going to come back to center. Open the arms out to the side again and stack the arms the other way. Soften the shoulders down. Now twist to the right as you look left. Come back to center, go the other direction. Nice. And center again. Hands on those legs. Let's take the chin to the chest, round that back body. Feel the stretch across the back of the shoulders, the whole back of the spine. This is your cat pose today. I'll lengthen your spine back up, grow tall, open the arms out to the side and lift your heart. Try to press the backs of the hands toward each other, getting a stretch, the fingers out wide. Notice what you notice about where the arm connects to the shoulder. Soften the shoulders down, shoulder blades draw together. And now with the breath, exhale into cat, hands to the legs, chin to the chest, round. Inhale, open that heart. And just a couple more with your own breath. Exhaling into cat. Inhale to open heart. Can you feel the sitting bones? Do you feel any rotation on those sitting bones? Getting that pelvis to move a little bit too. Open up. And last one, exhale and inhale. Beautiful. Oh, baby. And then come back to center. Groaning a lot today. All right. It's possible to sit in Sukhasana. If not, that's okay. We're going to do our crescent poses, a little bit of crescent series here. Make sure that you're comfortable. Anything that lets the spine come out long and tall. So we've opened the arms out to the side, and you're going to find your sweet spot. It could be goalpost is where you want to be. It could be a victory. Maybe the upper arms can come in line with the ears. Where do your shoulders feel happiest? Find that spot. Okay, and then wherever you are, lengthen up through, lengthen from the spine. So even if it's your goalpost, press the feet and the sit bones into the earth, lengthen, find length. Lower the left hand down and crescent over towards that right side, that left side. Lift and lower 2 more times. So inhale, come back to straight. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, straight. Rooting down through that right side. Keep that right side connected to the earth. Now inhale, lengthen back up. Draw the belly in, gently twist towards the left. Find that right hand. We're going to lower it down to the left knee. Bring your left hand to goalpost. Turn the palm to face your ear. Lengthen your spine again and bring that right shoulder in line with the right knee. So we're getting a nice stretch on that left side body. Keep your arm where it is, or if you want to reach it up overhead or upper arm in line with the ear, your decision. Find that sweet spot for your shoulder. Looking for a stretch from hip to rib and along the side ribs. So the arm where it's positioned is not that significant. Lengthen back up. twist back towards center and lower the hands down. Roll the shoulders out, and we'll go to the other side. So finding that sweet spot on the right side, lengthen up. Oh, sorry, wrong side, left side. And crescent over towards the left. Other side, good. Oh, I'm so backwards, guys. We're going to the right. Going to the right. It's my left, you're right. All right, lift and lower a couple times. So inhale, lift. Exhale, crescent. Good. Again, inhale. Keep that side body stretched and lengthened. Good. Next time you're up, fingertips towards the sky, draw the belly in. Gently twist towards the right. Find that right left hand and bring it down to the right knee. Breathe in and out. Right hand's going to come to goalpost, palm faces your ears. Lengthen up again, and then bring your left shoulder in line with your left knee. And maybe your goalpost arm stays where it is or reaches up overhead, or the upper arm comes in line with the ear. Good. Nice. Lift and lengthen back up, twist back towards center, and just make some nice circles with your torso. And other direction, kind of unwind in the crazies, right? Oh, good. Okay, extend your legs long. Some of you may like to use a strap to help support your Dandasana. If you'd like to use a strap, just grab your strap and place it around the bottoms of your feet. So a couple ways you can support your Dandasana. This is your staff pose. All right, one is to use the strap and kind of hold onto the strap to lengthen the heart up. Another is to just press the hands gently back behind you. Press back behind you and use that to lengthen your spine up. All right, wherever you are, use your core strength to do most of the work. So you don't have to use anything if you don't want to. You're gonna plug the head of the leg bone into the pelvis so you're really rooted in there. Lift the toes up towards the nose and then press the thigh bones down. Lift long out of your pelvis. And this in and of itself is a challenging posture. It's lengthening those hamstrings. So first hamstring stretch of the day. So if you need to lean back, that's absolutely fine. You need to hold on to the strap, that's gonna work too. Take a full breath in, find that length, and see if you can't lift up out of your pelvis, lift up and over, hinging from your hip crease, just hinging forward and quarter inch, an inch, whatever you do, something that gives you sensation in the backs of your legs. Keep pressing the thigh bones down, toes up towards the nose, release that, take a breath in. Once is good, twice is better, hinge forward again. Keep that spine long. Don't round your back to get to the pose, hinging from the hip crease. Good, even if it's 1/8 of an inch. Just so you feel sensation, that's all we're thinking about. Okay, release that. We're gonna see if we can now draw that belly in, grow another 1/4 inch from the spine. Whatever you were holding on to, see if you can release it and maintain that posture for just a breath or two. That strength in your body, maintaining this beautiful, gorgeous. Wow, good. We're gonna take that right leg and bend the knee, bringing the sole of the foot in the direction of some part of your extended leg. Doesn't matter where. And then with the extended leg, press out through the heel of that foot, re-engage, lift all, spread all 10 fingers and toes. Reach the arms up overhead. And again, hinge forward just a 1/4 inch. Release, lift back up, hinge forward again. Working on keeping the spine long. So keep the spine in line with the fingertips, up overhead, good. Lengthen again, gently twist toward the left, the right, sorry. Lower the hands down, lengthen, and then hinge slightly over that forward right thigh, just a little bit. Trying to get a stretch in the QL of the quadratus lumborum of that left side. Good. Lift back up, turn back towards center. Bring the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana. Keep the knees relatively high. Press the soles of the feet together. So press, press, press. Find that engagement of the inner thigh. Press, 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 press. Lengthen your spine. Take a breath in. Stop pressing the feet together and allow the knees to drop down to the side. Try that one more time. So lift the knees up slightly. Press, press, press the soles of the feet. Keep pressing. Feel the engagement on the inner thighs. Lengthen. Full breath in. Stop pressing the feet together. Allow the knees to release out to the side. Good. Now we're going to extend the right leg long. Press that thigh bone down. Lift and spread those toes. Lengthen the spine. You can hold on to the strap or not, or reach the arms up overhead. And hinge forward just a little bit. Anything until you feel sensation in that leg. Lift back up, breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward again. Rounding from the, not rounding, hinging from the hip crease and keeping the spine long and tall, keeping the head and heart lifted. Doesn't matter how far you go, you're just looking for sensation. Inhale, lengthen back up. Gently twist towards the left. Lower the hands down, framing that bent knee. Press the fingertips into the mat to lengthen and then hinge forward. Notice that stretch on the outer back side of the right QL, right back waistline. And lift back up, twist back towards center, and extend the legs out, give them a shake. Now take the feet out wide, bend the knees, bring the hands to the underside of the legs. All right, press and lengthen, hinge forward a smidge, and then start to hit with a straight spine. So your spine is straight, you're just getting the pelvis out of this. And then slowly slide the heels down. Slowly slide them down to the point where they'll go to your level of flexibility without changing your spine. So they don't have to go all the way down. Nice and slow. Good. Lift back up, bend those knees again. Hold on to the underside of those legs, lengthen. Full breath in and hinge forward with the straight spine, head and neck in alignment, and then slowly start to lower the heels. Trying to keep that head and heart lifted. Doesn't matter how far you go down. We're looking again for sensation. Press out through the heels of the feet, lift and spread those toes. Good. One more breath. And release that. Bring the legs back together, shake them out. And we're going to come to standing, okay? So we're going to need a balance prop of some type, a wall, a noodle, a chair, whatever it is you want to use, okay? So I'd like to try to stay, you can use a wall if that suits your fancy there. Ooh, okay. A little different practice today. We're going to do the modification of Thich Nhat Hanh's 10 mindful movements that really helps your whole body get good range of motion and strength. This is a great thing to do to do it for a home practice, and it gets everything. So it's the only thing that you really need to do. So stand in without your prop to start. We're going to just find our mountain pose. Standing in the middle of your mat, your feet at a happy distance apart. Just rock side to side, find the balance on the feet. Even shift a little side to side or make circles and just get acquainted with the foundation of the feet. We're going to start with that foundation. Find a place that feels balanced on both feet. Lift and spread your toes. Press the mound of the big toe. And then take that awareness to the outer edge of the heel and press the mound of the big toe and the outer heel into the earth, and then lower your toes down. And you should activate some of the muscles of the legs just by pressing those parts of your feet. Lengthen your spine up, roll the shoulders out, palms face forward, and gently draw that belly slightly in to support the core. Good. Now the first part is a smile. So just bring a little smile to your face. Help release that serotonin, that feel-good hormone. We're just going to think about some place that we love to be, someplace that makes us happy. As we ground down through the feet and that foundation keeps us strong, we're going to just take our arms up overhead and create a bubble around ourselves. This is the mountain pose happy place. Bring the hands together and lower the hands down to the heart, just locking that memory into your heart. Let's do that a couple more times. So thinking about that wonderful place you love to be, those people you love to be with, encase yourself in that happy place, smile on your face, palms together, and lock that down into your heart. And one more time, inhale. And lock that into the heart. Good. Reach your arms down by your side. People with feet and ankle issues today, you may want to keep your feet connected to the earth, but we're going to lift up onto our toes for a little bit of just dynamic balance. So reaching the arms, oh, my balance is off today. Reaching the arms forward, lifting up the heels, and then lowering the heels, the feet back down. You can take your feet a little wider if you need to, soften the knees. And their arms can reach all the way up overhead if you choose, or keep them pointing straight forward. Now remember, with balance, we have our foundation that's important. You have your core. So if you've lost some integrity of the core, gently draw that belly in and use your drishti, looking at something in front of you that's not moving. Couple more. This last one we're going to do, we're going to see if we can't hold it for a breath or two if the feet and ankles are open to that. If not, keep the heels connected to the earth. Hold it for a couple of breaths if you can. You know, some days your balance is better than others, and we let go of that judgment too. It's a really good practice in letting go of judgment. All right, bring the hands to the heart now. I'm going to shift the weight to the heels of the feet. I want you to think about squeezing the legs isometrically together. You're not actually moving them. If it helps you to put a block between the thighs to do that, go ahead and do that. Because what that's going to do is it create a muscular chain of events from the inner thighs to the pelvic floor to the core, to the belly. So it just sends those messages right to the core to keep that core active. Tailbone lengthens, so heel bones toward the weight to the heel bones. Tailbone lengthens, squeeze that imaginary block or real block, and sink the knees into chair pose. Also helps to support the knees when you've got this block in here. All right, straighten the knees, lower the arms, take the arms out to the side. We're going to dynamically just shift the weight to the heels of the feet, sink the hips, bring the fingertips onto the shoulders. Eye gaze is about 3 or 4 feet in front of you. Head and neck are in alignment. Press the feet into the earth, open the arms back out to the side. So it's like what Thich Nhat Hanh says, the flower blossoming. Exhale as you sink. Inhale, blossom that flower out. 2 more, exhale. Strong legs, inhale. If it's starting to cause any pain in the ankles, just honor that. Only go as far as feels good in your body and lift. Lower the arms down. If you have a block, please remove the block. And walk over to, clear your mats if you would please. And walk over to one edge of your mat. So you all are going to face each other. Or you can do it on the floor, it doesn't matter. This next posture is really important to get all those wrinkles out of your mat. Yeah. This next posture is really important to balance out the muscles of the pelvis, okay, that can affect the knee. So what it is coming back into a half chair pose. So you're going to bring the hands to the heart, shift the weight to the heels of the feet, and come to half as deep as you were before. You're going to shift over to the, we're going to walk toward the length of the mat. So shift your weight, stop, everybody stop for a sec. Everybody come to the right side of your mat. So we're all on the same page. Come to the right side of your mat. So your right foot is on the edge of the mat, correct? Your right foot is on the edge of the mat. Okay, come to your half chair pose. Shift your weight slightly to that right foot. And then take a side step as you lift the left foot over to the side just a little bit. Now put the weight on the left foot and pick the right foot up and place it next to it. These are tiny little steps. Shift the weight to the right, step left. Shift the weight to the left, bring the feet together. Shift the weight to the right, step left. Shift the weight to the left, step the feet together. Continue with that movement. You're just shifting the weight. The shifting of the weight is the important thing. And you're taking tiny little steps to the edge of your mat. I want you to notice if you feel any difference in sensation on one leg, one hip, one glute compared to the other. And you can do this on the floor too, so you don't have to worry about coming to the edge of your mat. All right, once you get to the end, we're just going to walk the other way. Lengthen, shift the weight to the heels of the feet, chair pose just a tiny bit, and start shifting that weight side to side as you bring the feet together. Tiny little steps, methodical little steps. Good, keep those knees bent if you can. What do you notice about the butt muscle, the gluteus medius? Do you notice any side burning a little more than the other, or feeling a little weakness on one side or the other? All right, and then come to the edge. What did you notice? Did anyone notice?
I didn't notice so much of that, but I did notice back across here.
Oh, in the low back. Okay, so that's the core. So what you want to do is really not arch the back, lengthen the tailbone, really draw that belly in, and just work on your chair pose for a while, squeezing that block, get the core to support this hinging forward movement, and then start with the feet. So start with the core strengthening first, and then start to shift the feet side to side, little by little. Okay, anyone else notice anything?
Same thing.
Core, the back. Okay, this is all core work, all right? And the main thing is to not let that hiney stick out, but to really lower the tailbone. Shift the weight to the heels of the feet, not in the fronts of the feet. So that's something to practice along your kitchen counter. You can even support your hands on the counter and do the steps, and that will take some of the weight off the core, but you'll still get that shifting side to side of the side hips, okay? Really good for if anyone has knee issues, because all that imbalance will affect the knees too. So practice it along the kitchen counter, okay? All right. Let's see, let's come back to the mountain pose. Find your breath. You guys can face forward again. And take that right arm, just reach it up overhead and sweep it back behind you into like a backstroke. And then the other side. So we're just going to do the backstroke with the arms, creating softness in the knees, a little twist side to side. Inhale the arm up overhead, exhale back down and around. What do you notice about the shoulders? Inhale, lift. Back down and around one more time each way. Beautiful. And last one. Good. And then hands on the hips, feet wide. Make some big circles with the torso. Get the hips, the knees, everything involved. If you feel a little tightness on one part of the hip, just kind of pause there, iron it out a little bit. See what you feel about the sides of the hips. All right. Okay. And then we'll use our blocks for forward fold. Or you can use a chair if using the blocks is too far. So bring the chair to the front of your mat, or the back of the chair, or the seat of the chair. All four legs on the mat, please, of the chair. There you go. Okay, come to your mountain pose now. There you go. Give yourself some space. Feet are connected to the earth. You're close enough to your blocks so that you can reach them with your hands. So you're going to use your thighs, your shins, or the blocks. So we reach our arms up overhead, draw that belly in, get your good strong mountain pose. Hinge from the hip crease as you soften the knees. Bring hands to thighs to support the torso, to shins, or to the blocks. And allow the crown of the head to release toward the earth. Gonna come halfway up from wherever you were. So hands can rest on the thighs, lift up, lift the heart, keep that spine strong and straight, and then hinge forward from the hip crease again, bringing the hands to the shins or the blocks. Again, inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hinge forward, bow forward. Bend the knees a lot. Press the hands into the thighs to lift up to standing, or hands on the hips with the elbows back, root down through your feet and come to standing. Inhale the arms up overhead, get length in the spine, and hands come down to the heart. Walk a little bit closer to your blocks or chair. We're going to come into a lunge from here. All right, so you can do the lunge from your thighs and step back, or you can reach for the blocks and step back. Your decision. All right, so let's inhale those arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hands on the thighs or the blocks, you decide. Put the right foot between the blocks and send the left foot back. So your hands are on your thighs or on the blocks, and take a wide base of support. So give yourself lots of space. I want you to think about isometrically sending the front shin forward. So scooching your right foot forward on the mat, but not actually moving it, and feel the hamstring fire up. Squeeze your back left glute and send the thigh bone up. And if you're having any issues with your foot or ankle, your heel can be on a blanket. And send that back foot forward. Hands on the thighs or hips with the elbows back. Root down through your feet, come to standing, get that length in your spine again. And we'll go to the other side. So hinge forward, hands on the thighs or blocks. Left foot's between the blocks, send the right foot back in lunge. Make sure the ankle and feet are okay. Support in whatever way you need to. Isometrically send that front shin forward. Squeeze the back glute, lift the back thigh bone up. One more breath here. And then bring that back foot forward, come up in whatever way works best for you. Palms together and hands down to the heart. Very nice. Okay, grab your balance prop now. To be a noodle, a chair, or a wall. Okay. Come to your mountain pose. The noodle is going to create a different sensation of less balance. So yeah, just put the chair on the other mat. And yeah, there you go. And stand on the side. So the chair will be on your side. And then step forward. Okay. All right, so we've got the left hand on the noodle or the chair, so just turn around. There you go. Shift your weight over to that left side and peel the right foot up off the floor unless you're nursing an injury. Then keep the toes connected, all right, and just lift the heel up. If that's too much weight on that ankle, then keep the feet evenly balanced. But lift that right foot up, reach the right arm forward, and then see if you can't feather tap with the opposite hand. Or let go all together. Just feather tap, good. And then just why don't you just lift the noodle up? Why don't you lift the noodle? There you go. And then press the heel back behind you. Reach the arm back behind you. Good. One more time. Reach that foot forward. Arm comes forward. You can lift the noodle or just feather tap your prop and then press that foot back again. Now, what do you notice about the standing leg? What do you notice about any fatigue building up in that standing leg? Good, and then lower that down. Okay, we'll switch to the other side. So go ahead and turn around again. Find your mountain pose, get your foundation set, get your core set, get your drishti set. And then we're gonna peel the left foot up off the earth as we hold on with the right side. Lift that knee up. Keep that core strong. Reach the arm forward, same side, and then sweep the arm back, sweep the foot back. You can tap if you need to keep the foot connected to the earth. Just a few times lifting the knee up and pressing the arm and foot back. Inhale and exhale, and last one. You can lift the noodle or feather tap. Good. And release that. Okay. All right, back to the other side. Again, we're just going to build onto that. So step forward in your mat just a bit so you have space behind you. And what we're going to do so you know what's coming is we're going to lift the foot up and then step back into a little lunge. So it looks like knee lifts, step back, knee lifts, step back, okay? So give yourself space. And if you need something to step back onto, such as a rolled up blanket, because your foot is giving you a fit, go ahead and have something for that, okay? We're gonna start with the balance prop on the left side. So shift your weight over to that left side, find your mountain pose, get grounded, draw the belly in, get your drishti set. Gonna peel the right foot up, reach the right arm forward. And then as you're ready, just step that right foot back into a little lunge, sweep the right arm back behind you. Okay, let's just do that a few more times as we inhale, lift the knee, lift the arm forward. Exhale, step that foot back. Knee still stacks over ankle, watch your lunge. Keep your lunge safe. And 2 more, inhale and exhale. This is a super challenging pose. Let go of judgment. Another good opportunity to let go of self-judgment. All right. All right, let's go to the other side. Shake it out. Feel your heart rate beating up a little bit. When you're using big muscles and moving like that, you're going to get the heart rate beating, pumping up a little bit. All right, shift the weight to the right. Peel the left foot up, arm comes forward. Full breath in. Step that foot back into a little lunge, sweep the arm back behind you. And inhale, knee lifts, arm reaches forward. Exhale, step that foot back. Options are always to just step forward and step back. Ooh, that's almost harder. Step forward. Let's do 1 more. And step forward and back. Good. Okay, that's a good thing to do at your kitchen counter as well. Just hold on to the side of the counter and practice that knee lift, step back, okay? It's gonna help strengthen the core, strengthen the quad, balance out the hips, strengthen your standing leg as well, okay? Let's set this noodle down for a little bit and just come into some lateral poses. So turn and face each other again, if you would. You got the front of the room and the back of the room. Okay, so start by taking a nice wide stance. I'm going to say right or left, but also front or back. Okay, so you guys listen to front or back. All right, hit the feet connected to the earth. Tailbone's going to lengthen toward the floor. So if your hiney tends to stick out, lengthen the tailbone down toward the floor. Take a full breath in and turn your front toe or your left toe forward. So this is the front of the room. I'm the front. So turn your front toe forward. I'm going to figure out a way to teach this that makes sense for everybody because we've got 3 people doing, different things. All right, so the left toes are facing forward. Kick your back of the room heel or your right heel back just a little bit and collarbones face forward. Good. Hands on the hips. All you're going to do here is go straight down. So you're going to bend that front knee, that front left knee, but keep the tailbone pointing straight down. All right, that way you're not going to shift your weight to one side or the other. Now use your inner thigh muscles to open up that knee out to the side. So use the muscle energy on that outer hip to open up that knee so it stacks over the front of the foot. Good. Sweep the arms out to the side. Plug the head of the arm bone into your shoulder and gaze over your front hand. Warrior 2. Good. Turn palms facing toward the front. Take your back hand and we're going to do archer's pose. So bring the back hand to the front hand and imagine you're pulling a bow and arrow string. Pull that bow and arrow string back. Open the arm out to the side again. Full breath in. As you exhale, palm to palm, if that works. And pull that bow and arrow string back. Last one. And pull. Good. Straighten the front knee, bring the hands to the hips. Lengthen the spine and turn your torso toward your front leg. You're going to come to triangle. Hinge forward a quarter fold. Slide your front hand on the front foot Use that hand on your thigh, then to open the chest toward the front of the room. Good. The elbow, the hand that's on the hip, roll that elbow back. Keep that heart lifted. You can stay right here or slide your top arm, slide the thumb up the side body, reach the arm up straight overhead, and bring the front leg hand. That's going to back of the hand compress to the inner part of the knee. So you've got fingertip to fingertip in one straight line. Good. Beautiful. Bring your hand back to your hip and thigh, soft bend to the knee, press back up, turn all 10 toes facing forward. Hands on the thighs, hinge forward with a nice straight spine, hinge forward, hands on the thighs. Shoot those sitting bones back, blossom out behind you, just big and wide behind. Press the hands into the thighs, lengthen, and hands supported on the thighs, hinge forward a little bit more. As long as the spine stays straight. Find your breath, and then allow the crown of the head to release. So allow the neck to soften. From here, can you wobble your pelvis? Keep the legs straight, but send the right hip to the right just a little bit and the left hip to the left. Just wobble the pelvis like you're drawing a straight line across with your sitting bones. Nice. And back to center, soften your knees, press your hands into your thighs, come back up to standing, and heel toe walk your feet back to center. Shake your feet out and do a little cross crawl here. So right hand to the left knee, left hand to the right knee. Good stuff to balance the nervous system. Now, instead of tapping the knee, can you cross your hand over and tap your shoulder? Keep the knees marching and just tap the opposite shoulder. And then let's do knee, knee, shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee, shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. Good. You got it. Nice. You need to do a video, guys. Last set. Whenever you're feeling a little wonky or out of sorts or can't make a decision, do your cross crawl. That gets those hemispheres balanced, not thinking so much with your right brain or your left brain. You're just connecting everything together. They do that in school with kids before they take a test. All right, let's do the other side. So wide stance. Roll the shoulders back. All right, turn your right toes or back toes toward the back of the wall. All right, kick the other heel back just a bit. Left heel back, collarbones face forward. Full breath in, tailbone lower straight down to the earth as you take a bend to that front knee. Knee stacks over ankle, so use your inner thigh muscle to open that knee out to the side. Take a look. You might think it's there, but if you look down, your knee should be stacked over your second and third toe, ish. Sweep the arms out to the side. Plug the head of the arm bone into your shoulder. Look over your fingertips. Turn your palms facing forward, and we'll do the archer on the other side. So the back hand is going to reach for the front hand. May not come clap to clap. That's okay. Pull that bow and arrow string. Extend and lengthen. Full breath in. Exhale. Gather. Inhale. Pull. Exhale. Hands toward each other. Exhale. Pull. Do one more. Good. Hands come to the hips, straighten the front knee. Turn the whole torso toward the front leg. Front leg. The leg that's in the front. Lengthen the spine and hinge forward a quarter fold. Slide the same side, your right hand onto your right thigh or your front thigh. Turn the torso toward the front of the room. And then slide your top arm up overhead. Other way. So look at what Cassie's doing. There you go. Good. Perfect. Nice. Hand comes back to the hip, soft bend to the knee, press on up to standing, and then turn your toes facing forward and see if you can't heel toe walk your feet back to center. Shake those feet out. All right, let's come on to our backs now, okay? So make sure that you have everything that you need to be comfortable, have a strap nearby, have a block nearby, everything within reach. The head could be on a pillow, but not if the chin is crunching into the chest. The head and neck need to stay in alignment. Okay, so let's all meet in constructive rest, which is knees bent on your back. Feet flat on the floor. Notice where your body just takes a sigh. Where did you feel some release in your body? If at all. Good. Let's bend those knees if that feels comfortable. That'll release any pressure off of your lower back. Okay. So if you have your strap nearby and you want to use strap behind the thighs to come to Apanasana, use your strap or just bring the knees in the direction of the chest. Hands are going to come holding on to the strap, just gently rock side to side. Hold on to the underside of the thighs. Hands on the knees, whatever feels better for you. There you go. All right. Lower the feet back down. Take a moment. Bring the right knee into the chest and just hold on to the right side. And then see if it's possible to extend the left leg up toward the sky. It doesn't have to be straight. And then slowly either tap the toe back down to the floor or slowly lower the leg down toward the earth. Bring the knee back into the chest. We're just going to work this leg for a few times. So lift the leg up toward the sky. You can tap the toe down to the earth and bring it back into the chest, or slowly lower it down toward the earth, as long as there's no pain in the lower back. Knee to chest, extend the leg long, and slowly lower it down. And just a couple more. Using the strap around the top of the foot, if that helps just support the leg. Let's just do two more. Good. All right, let's switch sides. So if it's not comfortable to have your knee in the direction of the chest, you can leave your left foot down and just extend the right foot long and either tap it and extend up or slowly lower it down back into the chest. Lots of ways to get the same effect. It's just whatever feels better in your body. And that's the beauty of yoga, is you get to discover that yourself. Well, it doesn't feel good to have my knee in my chest, so I'm going to lower my foot back down to the floor. That feels better. Gives you a little more support too as you lower that leg down. And just a couple more. Building that core strength so we can work on taking those little side steps, picking things up off the floor without hurting our back. Let's do one more. Nice. All right. Now do find your strap. And we'll put the strap around the right foot. Top of the foot, not necessarily on the arch. And then just bring that knee, that right knee in the direction of the shoulder, just to plug the head of the leg bone into the shoulder. And then extend the leg nice and long and straight. Now we are going to try to work on getting it straight. So for it to be straight, if you have to lower it, then lower it. Keep it straight and press out through the heel of the foot. I don't care how high it is. I'm looking for straightness so you can get a stretch from the sitting bone to where it attaches to your tibia. Press out through the heel of the foot and lengthen the, press the pelvis evenly into the floor. So the left leg can be long or bent. If you have some instability in your sacroiliac joint, bend your left knee. And if you have that instability, when you take your right leg out to the right side, take your left knee out to the left side. So you're making a big wide V with your thigh bones. That will balance your pelvis better, and it feels better on the pelvis. Even if you don't have SI instability, it still feels better in my body. How much of your leg strength are you using, and how much of your arm strength are you using? Can you kind of loosen up on your leg strap and see what happens? Just so you know. And then use your leg strength to lift back up. And we're going to switch sides. So now just place it into your other foot. Bring the knee in the direction, the left knee in the direction of the shoulder, just to balance out that pelvis, straighten it out. Press out through the heel of the foot. Right knee is bent, or if you love having it straight, have it straight. Keep the leg straight. If it's not straight, if that left leg's not straight, lower it until you can really press the thigh bone back and away. And then take that right leg, that left leg out to the left side. I'm going to take my right knee out to the right side to get a little more balance in the pelvis. Keep pressing out through the heel of your foot. Nice. And then slowly lift that leg back up, bend the knee, and let's remove the strap. Okay. Let's rock the knees gently side to side with the feet connected on the floor. So I'm going to set up for a bridge pose. Also have a block nearby because we're going to offer resting bridge if you choose. If you know resting bridge doesn't feel good on you, resting bridge is when you put the block under your sacrum. You can use a blanket. If you have any issues with retinal, glaucoma, uncontrolled blood pressure, you don't go into resting bridge at all because it's an inversion pose, all right? And it'll put more blood supply into your head, increase your blood pressure a little bit, and increase your eye pressure, so we don't want that. Okay, so with bridge, knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor, arms are down by your sides. Snuggle your shoulder blades under your back, little lift of the heart, and bend your elbows so that your palms are facing each other across your chest, across your torso. Put a little more weight on the heels of your feet and see if you can get a little lighter on your buttocks there. All right, press the backs of your arms and the heels of your feet into the earth and lift your hips and torso. Keep your feet pointing straight, but can you take your knees out to the side just a little bit? You're going to feel that gluteus medius, that little butt muscle, fire up. Give it a squeeze. Squeeze the muscles around your sitting bone. Bring your knees back to center and lower your hips back down. So we added on to that from what we normally do. All right, so press the backs of the arms and the heels into the feet. Lift the hips and torso up off the earth. Take the knees out to the side, squeeze your sitting bones with your muscles. Bring the knees back to center and lower the hips back down. Good. Now, if that didn't feel good for you, do it the way it does feel good for you. Just keep the knees straight. So let's try that again. Heels, backs of arms, lift the hips. Take the knees out to the side, squeeze the glutes. Knees back to center, lower back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Lift, knees out to the side, squeeze. Knees back to center and lower. Last one, lift. Knees out to the side, center, and lower. Now grab your block if you choose to do resting bridge. When you do resting bridge, your hips are wide, so the block's going to be on the wide side. So lift the hips, place the block under under the pelvis, not on the lumbar spine, but it's down low on the pelvis, on the sacrum. Not a have to, it's just an option. It should be comfortable. If it's cutting into your lower back, push it down a little bit. Now, depending on how your lower back feels, if you want, slide your right leg down, see if you can get a nice stretch in your hip flexor here, just one leg at a time. The right knee, the other knee stays bent. And just let the pelvis be heavy into the block. Stretching out through that hip flexor where the leg connects to the torso, so soften into that space. Try not to be tense in that area. If you're having any discomfort in your lower back or from where the block is, readjust the block, put a blanket on the block, or take it out. Reach that right arm up overhead to get a more accentuated stretch across that whole right side of the body. And lower the arm and bend the knee, and we'll go to the other side. So slide the other foot down. Let it be soft, let the pelvis and buttocks melt into the block or the blanket. If you'd like to reach your left arm up overhead. Again, any lower back discomfort, better off to just come off of this. Sometimes your lower back discomfort is because of tight hip flexors, and this will help to release that. Lower the arm, bend the knee, press the feet into the earth, lift the hips, remove the block, notice the difference. Bring one or both knees into the chest, give a little squeeze. And lower the feet down. And then for this core, last thing we're going to do is this little core strengthener. All right. So how it looks is you take a breath in. As you exhale, you flatten your lumbar spine down into a little posterior pelvic tilt. So it's like if you had a clock on your backside and your lumbar spine was 12 o'clock and your tailbone was 6 o'clock, you're pressing down 12 o'clock. Once you press it down, you're going to lift your right leg up so your hips in line with your knees in line with your hips. So it's reverse tabletop. You're going to place your right hand on your right thigh. And with the pelvis, the lumbar spine being pressed down, your belly is braced. You're going to press your hand into your leg and your leg into your hand, and it's going to increase the strength of the core. Now, if your lumbar spine is lifted up and you haven't engaged the core, it's all going to be thigh work and your leg's going to get really tired. So take that breath in, exhale, lower the lumbar spine down to the mat, press the hand into the leg into the hand, and you should feel, if you could even palpate your core, your torso, you could feel the muscles activated in that belly. Hold it for 5 seconds and release. Take a breath in. Again, draw the belly in towards the spine, press the lumbar spine down to the earth, brace your core, and then press the hand into the leg into the hand. So this is a really safe way to strengthen your core without injuring your lower back. Let's just try that one more time to put it into muscle memory. So release the breath. Take a full breath in. As the belly draws in, press the lumbar spine down, brace the core, and then press the hand into the leg into the hand, create some resistance, feel the core fire up. And release. We'll go to the other side. Go back and forth. So you should have felt that more in your core than in your thigh. If you felt it more in your thigh, it just means your core is going to get a little bit stronger. It just needs to strengthen some. All right, so bring the knee in towards the chest, full breath in. Exhale, brace the core, place the lumbar spine down into the mat, Now press hand into leg, leg into hand. Find that resistance. Try to hold it for at least 5-ish seconds. And release. We're trying to build up to 10 of these. So take a breath in. Exhale, draw the belly in, press the lumbar spine down. Lift the foot up, hand into leg, leg into hand. Keep the awareness, a mindfulness exercise to keep the core engaged rather than strengthening the leg. Last time, release that, full breath in. Belly draws in, lumbar spine presses down, lift the foot, press hand into leg, leg into hand. And release, nice full body stretch. Circle the ankles, circle the wrists. All right, and then if there's anything left that you need to do before you can settle into Shavasana, go ahead and do that. Twisting side to side to release the belly. Whatever you need to do. And then we will lie back on our backs into Shavasana. Make yourself comfortable. Support whatever needs to be supported. Sometimes putting that noodle under your thighs feels good, under your knees to take any pressure off your lower back. I'm just going to offer you a really brief loving kindness meditation that's just for you for now. And we can build on that later, but this is just for you. So breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Notice the physical sensation of the air moving into the tip of the nose, into the nostrils. And as you exhale, just feel the physical sensation of the earth supporting you. Breathing in, you feel the air moving into the nostrils. Breathing out, you feel the support of the earth under you, all the parts of your body that touch the earth and are supported. And come to your natural, normal breath, not regulating the breath. And see if it's possible to allow the breath, the natural, normal breath, to swirl around the heart space. Just taking a snapshot of the condition of your heart today. Whether it's feeling full of love and generous, or feeling a little tweaked or pulled or broken. What's the condition of your heart today? And wherever your heart is today, we'll just offer it a little loving kindness. See if it's possible to recite these words to yourself. May I be happy. May I feel at peace with myself and others. May I find ease and freedom from stress. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be at peace with myself and others. May I find ease and freedom from stress. May I be safe. Begin to come back into this space. Just with a nice full breath in, slow breath out. Begin wiggling fingers and wiggling toes. Gently turn your head side to side and move in whatever way feels good in your body to come back fully to this space. And bend the knees, rock side to side, finally end up on your favorite side. Pause there for just a moment to give yourself a little credit for doing something nice for yourself today, taking care of you. Bringing in some love and compassion for yourself. Taking time to pause and notice. And go ahead and press the hands into the earth and come up to a seat that's comfortable for you. Keeping the eyes closed if that's all possible to maintain that full inner awareness of just any shift that may have occurred in your body, your mind, and your heart. Hands to the heart space, finger to finger, palm to palm. And this is an offering. This is offering loving kindness to other people with this Anjali Mudra, the mudra of offering. So I offer you, may you be happy. May you be at peace. May you live with ease. And may you be safe. Bow your head to honor your own practice. And then blink your eyes open and greet your Sangha with Namaste. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Got a little wink. So thank you all so much. Next week, Chris is going to be here. Chris McCluskey, she's a